Hi, and welcome back to Sunshine English Florida. I'm Kyla.
And I'm Mason.
If you're learning English, this episode is listening practice with a real conversation. Clear, natural, and focused on useful everyday language.
And today's topic is change, the kind of change that actually sticks.
Because we've all had that moment where we think, okay, this is it. I'm going to change my life.
And then, 2 days later, you're doing the exact same thing.
Right. So the title of today's episode could be something dramatic, like, this episode will change your life.
But we're not going to promise magic.
No.
We're going to talk about why change is hard, what usually blocks people, and what helps, especially if your big goal is improving your English.
And we'll also give you vocabulary and phrases you can use to talk about change in English, because that's a real-life conversation topic.
Okay, so let's start with a simple question. Why do some people change fast, and other people feel stuck for years?
I think the biggest difference is not talent. It's not luck. It's not even motivation.
Yeah, motivation is unreliable.
It comes and goes.
I think the difference is some people build a system of small steps, and other people wait for a huge moment.
Exactly. And I want to give a very normal example, not a perfect example.
Good. I trust normal examples.
Okay, a few months ago, I told myself, I'm going to become a morning person.
That sentence alone already sounds painful.
It was painful, and my plan was basically no plan. It was just this idea that I would wake up early and suddenly become a new version of myself.
That's a classic. You want a transformation overnight.
Yes, and on day one, I woke up early. I felt proud.
And on day two?
I hit snooze 6 times, and then I was annoyed at myself all day.
Oh man, this is so relatable.
But then I tried something smaller. I said, I'm not becoming a morning person. I'm just going to wake up 10 minutes earlier than usual.
That's much more realistic.
And that actually worked. And after a week, 10 minutes earlier felt normal.
That's the key. You didn't force a brand new identity in one day. You made a tiny change until it felt natural.
And that's the same with English.
Totally.
Some learners think, I'm going to study English for 2 hours every day.
And that lasts for 3 days.
Exactly. And then life happens, work happens, stress happens.
And then they feel like they failed.
But if you do 10 minutes a day, consistently, that's a different story.
And 10 minutes is not nothing. 10 minutes a day is a real habit.
Okay, I want to introduce a concept that I love because it's simple and it's not dramatic.
Go for it.
The 1% rule.
Yes, improving by 1%.
Right. The idea is, if you get a tiny bit better every day, the results can be huge over time.
And it's also more mentally friendly.
Exactly. Because your brain doesn't panic.
Your brain hears 1% and thinks, okay, I can handle that.
And this matters for language learning because English is not one skill. It's like listening, speaking, pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar, confidence. It's a whole set of skills.
So, 1% could be, today I learned 2 phrases.
Or, today I repeat 5 sentences out loud.
Or, today I listen for 10 minutes and try to understand the main idea.
That's another important phrase, by the way, the main idea.
Yes, in listening, you don't need to understand every single word. You want the main idea.
Okay, so we have the small step approach. Now let's talk about why people resist change in the first place.
I think there are 2 big reasons.
Okay.
1, fear of failure.
Yes.
And 2, lack of direction. They want change, but they don't know what to do next.
Let's unpack fear of failure first.
Sure.
If you're afraid to fail, you often don't start at all.
Right. Because if you never start, you never fail.
But then you also never improve.
Exactly.
And for English learners, fear of failure often looks like fear of speaking.
Or fear of sounding stupid.
Yes, people think if I speak and make a mistake, people will judge me.
And honestly, sometimes you do meet a rude person.
True.
But most of the time, people are just trying to understand you. They're not grading you.
And also, this is important, Mistakes are information.
That's such a good sentence.
If you make a mistake and someone corrects you, now you have something real to improve.
And if nobody corrects you, it might mean your English was good enough.
Exactly.
Okay, now the second barrier. Lack of direction.
This is huge.
Because improve my English is a goal, but it's also vague.
Yes, vague means not clear, not specific.
If your goal is vague, you don't know what to do today.
So direction means turning a vague goal into a tiny action.
Like, today I'll learn how to order coffee politely.
Or, today I'll practice introducing myself at work.
That gives your brain a clear next step.
Okay, there's another barrier we should talk about.
Which one?
Negative thoughts.
Oh, yeah.
That voice in your head that says, I'm too old, or I'm bad at languages, or I'll never be fluent.
That voice is loud.
And people often think they need motivation to fight that voice.
But motivation is not something you can wait for.
Exactly. If you wait until you feel motivated, you might wait forever.
This is a great phrase for learners. Don't wait for the perfect moment.
Yes, because the perfect moment does not exist.
And another phrase, done is better than perfect.
That one is so useful, especially in English speaking.
Because if you wait until you can speak perfectly, you'll never speak.
But if you speak with small mistakes, you communicate, you learn, and you improve.
Okay, Kyla, can we do a quick mini role play?
Yes, I love role plays.
Let's act out 2 mindsets, fixed mindset and growth mindset.
Perfect. You start.
Okay, clears throat. Okay, fixed mindset version. I'm just not good at English. I always make mistakes. It's embarrassing.
Growth mindset version. I'm learning English. Mistakes are part of the process. If I practice consistently, I'll improve.
That difference is huge.
And it's not fake positivity. It's reality.
Right. Growth mindset doesn't mean I'm amazing.
It means I can get better.
Okay, and here's a practical way to build that mindset. Something people talk about a lot. Affirmations.
Affirmations can be helpful, but I think they need to sound believable.
Yes. If you say, I am perfect at English, your brain is like, no, you're not.
Exactly. So a better affirmation is something like, I'm improving a little every day.
Or, I can handle feeling uncomfortable while I learn.
That's a powerful one.
Because discomfort is part of growth.
Okay, let's teach the word discomfort.
Good idea. Discomfort is the feeling of being uncomfortable, mentally or physically.
Example, speaking English gives me discomfort, but I'm doing it anyway.
That's a very natural sentence.
Now, another mindset tool people talk about is visualization.
Some people hear visualization and think it's kind of cheesy.
Yeah, like you sit in a room and imagine a perfect life and then nothing changes.
But practical visualization is different.
Practical visualization is you imagine the situation you're afraid of, and you imagine yourself handling it.
Like an English conversation.
Exactly. For example, you imagine walking into a coffee shop and ordering smoothly.
Or introducing yourself in a meeting.
And you picture yourself staying calm, even if you make a mistake.
That can reduce anxiety.
And then you practice a few lines, so it's not just imagination, it becomes preparation.
Okay, we should bring in another big factor, environment.
Yes, your environment shapes your habits.
And when we say environment, we don't only mean your apartment.
We mean your phone, your social media feed, your friends, your routines, everything around you.
Because if your environment makes the good habit easy, you'll do it.
And if your environment makes the good habit hard, you won't.
Let's give a very simple example. If your English book is buried under a pile of stuff, you probably won't open it.
But if it's on the table, open to the right page, you might.
And if your phone is right next to you, notifications on,
You will get distracted.
exactly.
Now, let's connect this to English learning. How do you build an environment that helps your English?
First, you control your exposure.
Exposure is such an important word.
Yes, exposure means how much you see or hear something.
Example, daily exposure to English helps my listening.
And exposure doesn't need to be intense. It can be 10 minutes of English audio.
or reading short posts in English, or switching one app on your phone to English.
That's actually a great tip. It forces little moments of learning.
Okay, another part of environment is the people around you.
Yes, community.
Learning alone is possible, but community makes it easier.
Because community gives you momentum.
Let's define momentum.
Momentum is the feeling of movement and progress that makes it easier to keep going.
Example, after a week of practice, I built momentum and didn't want to stop.
And community can also create accountability.
Accountability means you feel responsible to follow through because someone else knows your goal.
Example, I study every Tuesday because my partner expects me to show up.
And by the way, show up is a very natural phrase.
Yes, show up means you come, you participate, you do the work.
Even if you don't feel perfect.
Even if you don't feel ready.
Okay, I want to pause and do a vocabulary section, but in a conversational way.
Let's do it.
Word 1, transformation.
Transformation means a big change, often a complete change.
Example, learning English can lead to a transformation in your career.
Word 2, mindset shift.
A mindset shift is a change in the way you think.
Example, my mindset shift was realizing mistakes help me learn.
Word 3, environment.
Environment is what surrounds you. People, places, and influences.
Example, I created an environment that makes studying easy.
Word 4, momentum.
Example, small wins create momentum.
Word 5, exposure.
Example, more exposure to real English improves understanding.
Word 6, growth-oriented.
Growth-oriented means focused on learning and improvement.
Example, I want a growth-oriented routine, not a perfect routine.
Word 7, visualization. Example, visualization helps me feel calmer before I speak. Word 8, affirmation. Example, my affirmation is, I'm improving step by step. Word 9, community. Example, joining a community helped me stay consistent. Word 10, accountability. Accountability keeps me on track. Okay, now let's make this practical. If someone listening wants their English to improve, what are 3 small changes they can make this week?
Okay, I'll give 3.
Go.
1, choose a tiny daily habit. Not an hour, something like 10 minutes.
Good.
2, make it specific. Not study English. More like listen to one short episode and write down 2 phrases.
Nods. Specific beats vague.
3, adjust your environment. Put the habit in your path.
Meaning, make it easy to start.
Yes, like leave your notebook on the table or set a reminder at a realistic time.
Okay, I'll add 3 more, but I'll keep them simple.
All right?
1, stop waiting for motivation.
Yes.
Instead, make a deal with yourself. I start first and motivation can join later.
That's such a good line.
2, track your progress in a small way.
Like a checklist.
Yes, even just checking a box gives your brain a reward.
That's true.
3, get support. 1 person, 1 chat group, 1 class, anything.
Because support makes it less lonely.
Okay, let's talk about something that people don't like to admit.
Uh-oh.
Sometimes your environment includes negative people.
Yeah.
People who make fun of your goals.
Or people who constantly complain,
And that affects you.
even if you think it doesn't.
So a part of growth is protecting your mental space,
That's a great phrase. Mental space.
meaning the space in your mind for focus, calm, and positive effort.
And protecting your mental space could mean limiting negative news,
Or taking breaks from social media.
or spending less time with people who drain you.
Exactly. Let's teach the phrase, drain you.
Yes, drain you means they take your energy.
Example. After that conversation, I felt drained.
Perfect.
Okay, Mason, I want to do a quick exercise with real phrases that learners can copy.
Let's do it.
We'll give them phrases for talking about life changes.
Okay.
Phrase 1, I'm trying to get back on track.
That means you stopped doing something good and you want to restart.
Example. I stopped studying for a month, but I'm trying to get back on track.
Phrase 2, I hit a wall.
Meaning you suddenly feel stuck, like you can't continue.
Example, I was improving, and then I hit a wall with listening.
Phrase 3. I'm making progress slowly but surely.
That means steady progress, even if it's not fast.
Example. My speaking is improving slowly but surely.
Phrase 4. I fell off the wagon.
That's a very common idiom.
It means you stopped following your plan or habit.
Example. I fell off the wagon with my English routine.
And then you can say, I'm getting back on.
Exactly.
Okay, now let's connect this to the 1% rule again, because people love big goals.
Yes.
Big goals are fine,
They're exciting.
but big goals without small steps create disappointment.
So the question becomes, what is your 1%?
Right. If your goal is speak English confidently, your 1% might be, today I'll record myself for 1 minute.
Or today I'll learn 3 ways to ask a question politely.
Or today I'll practice 1 short story about my day.
And this is where community helps, because if you share that 1% with someone,
Interrupting gently, you're more likely to do it.
okay, I'm going to say something that might sound strict.
Say it.
If you want your life to change, you can't only consume.
Yes,
You can't only watch videos about change.
you have to do something.
And for English learners, consuming is easy,
You watch lessons, you listen to podcasts.
but producing is harder.
Producing means speaking, writing, responding.
Exactly. So a small shift is after you listen, you repeat 1 sentence,
Or you write 1 comment.
or you explain the main idea out loud.
That turns passive learning into active learning.
Okay, let's do a short live example. I'll pretend I'm the learner.
All right.
I listened to this episode, and the main idea is that small steps create big change.
Nice.
And one phrase I want to use today is slowly but surely.
Perfect.
And my 1% action today is I'm going to speak English for 2 minutes after dinner.
That is a great plan.
See? That takes less than 30 seconds to say, but it creates direction.
And direction reduces anxiety.
Because now you know what to do.
Okay. Can we talk about gratitude for a second?
Yes, gratitude is one of those things people roll their eyes at.
But it can be practical.
Gratitude is basically training your attention.
Right. Instead of constantly noticing what's wrong, you notice what's working.
And that helps motivation.
Because if you only focus on what you can't do, you feel hopeless.
But if you say, I understood 1 sentence today that I didn't understand last month, that's progress.
That's a small win.
Small wins create momentum.
Exactly.
Okay, I want to do one more mindset exercise. Let's take a negative thought and flip it into a growth-oriented statement.
All right. Intrigued.
Negative thought. My pronunciation is terrible.
Growth-oriented. My pronunciation needs practice, and I can improve with repetition.
Negative thought. I'm too shy to speak.
Growth-oriented. I'm shy right now, but I can start with short, safe practice.
Negative thought. I don't have time.
Growth-oriented. I can find 5 minutes of pocket time.
Perfect.
And notice we didn't pretend everything is easy.
No. We just made it possible.
Okay, I think we should talk about the phrase, take responsibility, because it comes up a lot in personal growth.
Yes, take responsibility means you accept that your progress depends on your actions.
Even if life is unfair.
Even if you're busy.
Even if you're tired.
It doesn't mean you blame yourself for everything.
It means you stop waiting for someone to rescue you.
And with English, that's huge. Teachers help, apps help, podcasts help.
But nobody can practice for you.
Right.
Okay, let's land this with a simple plan people can actually do.
Yes, a 3-part plan.
Part 1, pick a 1% goal for English.
Example, 10 minutes of listening or 1 minute of speaking. Part 2, design your environment. Make it easy. Put your materials where you'll see them. Reduce distractions.
Part 3,
Add community or accountability.
One friend, one group, one weekly check-in.
And if you can't do community right now, you can create accountability with a simple tracker.
Like a calendar where you mark an X.
Yes.
Okay, one last thing. If someone is listening and thinking, I want my life to change, what would you tell them?
I would tell them, don't aim for a new life tomorrow. Aim for one small action today, something you can repeat.
Because repetition is what creates transformation.
Exactly.
And I'd add, don't underestimate small changes.
Because small changes compound.
They build over time.
Slowly, but surely.
Slowly but surely.
All right, that's it for today.
Thanks for listening to Sunshine English Florida.
If you want to practice, here's your simple challenge. Choose your 1% English habit for today and do it before the day ends.
And remember, done is better than perfect.
See you next time.
Bye.